Hello and welcome to Quilt Addicts Anonymous. I'm Stephanie Sebbing. Today we're going to do a new arrivals video where we show you the newest fabrics to arrive here at the shop, and you guys can get over at shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com. First up, we have got a new line from Dana Willard from FIGO Fabrics called Peppermint. It's the one you see behind me. We're going to take a closer look at the fat quarter bundle that we created for this. FIGO does not create their own fat quarter bundle, so you got to go to a shop that is willing to cut it up for you, and we did. So this is really a cool bundle. We just did a pattern called Tree Star for our Stashin' with Stephanie Club, and the collection of lights versus medium darks actually works out perfectly for this fabric bundle as well. So if you saw that tutorial and you liked it, but the fabric wasn't you, this would make an awesome Tree Star as well, because the fabric works out perfectly with your combo of colors. So let's take a look at it here. I really enjoy it because it's not your traditional Christmas. I am not a jolly old Saint Nick person when it comes to decorating my house. So what I prefer is the more funkier colors, and it is just so fun. So this one has your non-traditional pinks as part of that, and then also some teals, which is pretty much my favorite color ever. So we're going to take a closer look at this. All right, this is a cute little star. It is a nice white with a star background. This will make a great background. And this one is a little funky. This would make a great kid's pillowcase though, or a gift bag for them if you're gonna make your own. And for this one, it's got little hedgehogs wearing Santa hats in all different colors that are throughout the collection. We have some bows, which again on the white background, and it does a really good job of bringing in all the colors of the collection. They're really well matched throughout. This one I think would make a really great binding or border fabric because we have some garland going through holly leaves. So it's a nice straight fabric. It would make really cute bias binding if you're going to work on that. You know, I love a good geometric, and this serves as a good supporting player to the others. Then we have some white Christmas trees with a pink background. This one's super girly, but I absolutely love it. Now we have that star print again with more of a corally red. And now we have our only true red print. It's a very bright red, like the red on my sweater, again with that white Christmas tree. All right, now we are back to the teals. We have that star print again. Some fun holly leaves with the snow falling. We've got another geometric. There's that star again, this time in a really rich teal. And we have that star in a more of a charcoaly black, along with a more of the bows, and then also that geometric garland. I think this collection is loads of fun. It kind of reminds me of those vintage Christmas ornaments from the 50s. It's really cute, really fun, and it would work great if you've got granddaughters or nieces or daughters that you're trying to make a quilt for. I know my aunt at one point wanted to get a Christmas quilt for every bed in the house. So if you're making one for a teen bed, that'd be great. If you're going to use our Tree Star design, which this is perfect for with the 3 lights and the rest of the medium and darks, one of these will get you a lap size version plus some background and binding, of course. And then if you want to make it full size, then all you need to do is get 2 of these plus background and binding, and you will be good to go. So check out that pattern over at shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com. It's called Tree Star. You can download it and then figure out what size you want to make and grab this bundle to go with it. It would look great. We also still have kits available as well for that if you would prefer it in the fall colorway. Next up, we've got 510 from Denyse Schmidt. Now, Denyse Schmidt used to be with Free Spirit Fabrics. Now she's with Windham. So designers switch sometimes. You know, we all go different places. This reminds me of kind of a modern take on the 30s. So the designs are very reminiscent of the 30s. We have some nice tiny little florals and some very primary colors here. However, they are bolder. So it's not quite the 30s that you're used to with those soft pastels. It's a very bold coloration. But so if you're kind of treading the fence, or riding the fence between modern and traditional, I think this is going to be a great collection for you because it has a little bit of both. We get the more traditional designs with the more modern colorway. Honestly, it almost looks a little 70s to me in the color colors in the way, like especially those oranges, the way they pop up. But this is a very 30s design. It looks great. And so if you're not familiar with the 30s, so back in the day, women used to make like clothes for their kids out of cotton flour sacks, and they were called feed sacks, and the companies noticed this, and so they started printing fabric on them so that the kids could have cute clothes out of the things that women were thrifting to make sure that they could have clothes for their kids. So that is still a thing. People will do reprints of feed set fabrics, and you can sometimes find that. This is definitely a nod to that traditional time, but again, it updates the colors to something a little bit more modern. So Denyse Schmidt, it's called 510. And we've got it in the fat quarter bundles. We also have the 5-inch charm packs and the 10-inch. So you could really have a lot of fun with this. There really are only 4 that are like true light fabrics in this. So you really can have a lot of fun with this and use the whole collection in whatever it is that you're working on. Last but not least, we have another fabric collection from Windham. It's called Midsummer. Now this one is very sort of realistic looking flowers. It looks like they are sketched out, and it looks like a lot of wildflowers, and they do a really good job of having a light, a medium, and a dark in each of the colors that are in here. So here we've got some nice little bunnies eating the wildflowers, which you may not be so thrilled about in your own garden, but they are kind of cute on this fabric. And the colors are very neutral. Like the grays are kind of a blue gray, and in some cases like a gray taupe here. But even though it has very clear summer flowers on here, the colors from a distance are going to read very neutral. So this is something that you can have out all year round. And we know that these gray tones are definitely very trendy right now in home decor. So you can have something, I know the challenge, especially when we're making for other people, is something that we want them to actually use on a regular basis. And sometimes if we pick like our colors, that may not be their colors, but here you've got something super nice and neutral. It's something that can be out and in many homes and look good. So here we have it. We have Midsummer by Windham. Very pretty, very neutral. Would definitely work for more than just one season. Great fabric to use for a gift quilt as well, because it's going to look great in pretty much any home with those neutral gray blues. All right, so everything that you saw here today you can get over at shop.quiltaddictsanonymous.com. Make sure you like and subscribe over both here on YouTube and on our website. If you sign up for emails over there, we'll email you whenever we have a tutorial out, so you won't miss any. And then also you get 10% off your first purchase from us, and that includes these brand new goodies if you want to grab some of those. I want to show you one more thing to give you some inspiration on what you might be able to do with that Christmas line, or really any of these, but definitely with the Christmas line, and then we'll leave you be for the day. So every year we do a 12 Makes of Christmas series, and so we have way more than 12 ideas for you at this point. This is one that will be part of this year's 12 Makes, but we already put the tutorial out a couple weeks ago. It's for a double-handed oven mitt. So if you watch the Great British Baking Show, these are the kind that they use. I have one of these at many of these actually at my house, and I have them hanging over my oven at all times. So it's a nice little decorative element, so it can look cute in there, and you can change them out with the seasons. But they're great. You use a little bit of Insole Bright in there, and then you won't burn your hands when you're pulling stuff out of the oven, and you never need to search for where the other oven mitt was, or the first one, or take up precious storage space in the kitchen. This can just hang over all the time. It's really easy to make. We've got a free pattern and video tutorial that shows you how. You just need a 1/2 yard of your main fabric, 1/2 yard of your lining fabric, and a fat quarter for your binding, plus some binding and Insole Bright, and you are good to go. So any of the goodies we've got behind us you can grab. We also still have a few kits from this, as well as some very unhappy looking kitties with different hats, Christmas hats on their heads. So check that out. It's a great time to get started on holiday gifts now, because then you will actually be done and you can enjoy the holidays, where you can not have to have a million things to finish right before Christmas starts. All right, so check all that out. Get going on your holiday projects now so you can enjoy them this year. And until next time, happy quilting.